Morning, everyone. Paul here. Welcome to episode 7 of my medicine wheel journey to self-healing. Just before we get into it, I want to show you my vegetable garden, a specific feature about it. This vegetable garden or food garden or herb garden, whatever you'd like to call it, is got a very special meaning to me. It was actually inspired by my grandmother who has passed on, and she told me how to shape it, how to build it and put the beds, because it's actually built around a snake, and her animal, her totem was the snake, and the snake is a very powerful totem. It's an animal that talks about transformation, shedding the old skin, and going into the new future. So a lot about change, transformation, and dropping the old things that do not serve us anymore, and taking on the new aspects that serve us, that build us, that allow us to grow consciousness. So this garden starts here at the tail. You can see the tail is built by the stones. Here's the first stone, and it goes in a coil. The tail is coiled up. There's a stone there. There's a stone there, and there under the pot. And you can see how we get to the thicker part of the tail here with the stones, and then the path actually follows the snake as we walk through the beds of the vegetable garden. We go past some of the white sage flowering here. I'm always careful not to break any of these flowers, because I do want the seed. I want to collect as much seed as I can, because it doesn't germinate well. You've got to sow thousands of seeds. And we follow the body of the snake as she curves along, and we get here to the head of the snake, next to my first compost heap. Here, this bed, spinach has been sowed, but nothing coming up yet. And we can see the eyes of the snake, and here on the nose, a nice little bowl of water. Obviously, water being where Grandmother Moon resides, where she lives. So this water is here for Grandmother Moon when she sets to come and to spend her time in the garden here. Okay, and that brings me to the theme of the songstone that we are dealing with today, which is water, the element of water. So water, as we all know, we mostly made of water, our bodies. It's a very important element to life. There can be no life without water, and water is a very important resource in this world, and it's important that we respect it and keep it clean. Yeah, I have a nice little bowl of water over there with some flowers in it. Okay, let me just hand over to my camera crew. So water, the element of water is about receptivity. Water has a feminine energy to it, and talks about receptivity. And receptivity is important. It's important for us to be receptive, because we often focus on giving, okay, which is the male energy, giving. They say we must help others, we must be supportive, we must give to others, and so on. Need a bit of a breeze, need a bit of a flame. So it's important that like I was saying, we need to be receptive. It's all right to give. It's important to give. It's very important to give. But giving is one side of the coin, one side of the story. And if there's nobody to receive, if there's nobody willing to receive, then the giving cannot be honored. And that's why receptivity is so important. And we forget about the concept of receptivity because we focus, a lot of us say, oh, we should be giving. We should always be giving. But there can be no giving without receiving. And that's to me is why water is a very important element to honor. Because if we are giving without receiving, we are human. And there's going to come a time where we start getting resentful or we get depleted, and then we can no longer give. And when we get resentful, then we close up and we are no longer giving or receiving. We are just closed, and that is counter to any kind of growth of consciousness. So it's important to be receptive. Let's go to our reading today for water. I honor water, the cleanser, the ebb and flow of the cycles, the home of Grandmother Moon. Water is associated with the south, the place of our emotions, and is the home of the hound, the coyote, the jackal. So wherever you go, the dog energy, the coyote in North America, the jackal in Africa, wherever you go, the dog energy is honored with water, and it's place of the south. Water is the homecoming. It carries us back to spirit, just as all rivers reach the sea and become one with it. Our emotional bodies are largely what define us as humans. We react and respond to the world through our emotions, and these reactions become our identities, and we live through them. Emotions are our indicators that tell us how we are doing in life, and they are always valid. They originate from our integrity. No emotion is wrong or right. It is our natural response to the external events and our own thoughts. But the work is to look at our thoughts and that are causing us to have these emotions. Ask whether these thoughts are true or false. Negative emotional reactions often come from conditioned beliefs, deep insecurities, assumptions, and false information that we believe. We have to learn to be skeptical of everything that we hear and experience. Water encourages us to go with the flow of life, to flow with the challenges rather than resisting. It is an energy of total non-resistance. And there's a saying, I think it's by Eckhart Tolle, it says, resistance to what is the highest form of insanity. Okay, it's resisting life on life's terms. Why do we always have inner resistance to what life presents us with? It's insanity. Okay, so where was I? Yeah. Water teaches us to flow around the challenges that life presents us with, integrating these challenges into the architecture of our stories. And the principle is receptivity, to be open, be receptive to the guidance, wisdom, and the lesson that the natural ebb and flow of creation brings to us. Balancing the ebb and flow of emotions by honoring the energy of water opens us up to a coherence between heart and mind. Self-regulation becomes key in our lives as we improve our mental and emotional resilience in the face of life's lessons, and we grow consciousness. And we honor Grandmother Moon, the receiver, her feminine power that regulates the ebb and flow of nature. We open ourselves up to receiving the gifts of the present, the space of wholeness. And this is where we create from from our place of wholeness. Okay, so you get my medicine bag. You've got here a nice old root of a plant. Okay, that's my medicine for today. You get some white sage powder out. It's getting a bit low. I need to refill it. I'm busy drying some white sage now to make a new batch of powder. I have my fire. I give thanks for the fire. Thanks for the white sage. We've got a bit of a breeze today. I open my connection between body and soul and cleanse it. I open my sight and my wisdom and cleanse. Open my truth and integrity, what I hear, what I say, and I cleanse it. And I open my heart, my love, my compassion. And here's the song stone of water. Okay, that's all from me today. We will see you in the next episode 8. Thanks for watching. Okay, ciao.